Hello everybody and welcome back to some Sky Adventures. How you guys doing today? I hope you are doing well. Last episode we done Botania. This episode I haven't exactly decided yet. I have a pretty good idea. So, since last episode and a couple episodes, I have been slowly working on condensing stuff into EMC. Got all this stuff set up, collecting a lot of EMC. Matter of fact, our mob farm over here run for a long time, to the point where we got a stack of wither skulls. It's more than we're going to need. So I got rid of the witch water and just letting this thing run now. So that is kind of where we are with that. Today, I'm thinking we are going to work on some passive EMC. I think that is the plan. We're going to be working in this spot right here. We're going to try to set up at least one, if not a couple of power flowers. Now these are going to be low tier power flowers because we have not gotten into what did I need here? We're going to be making energy collectors. These things are quite expensive. This is the tier 1. It's not necessarily hard to make. It's stuff we've already done. Tier 2, we have to get into Awakened Draconium. So, not necessarily ready to get there yet. I did see, though, that Awakened Draconium has EMC. So, that is nice. And then the Mark III actually needs the pellets of RTG fuel, which we've got to get plutonium. So, that is where we are at with that. We're also going to be making these Antimatter Relays. These things we can make, we can actually make all 3 tiers of those. They're not really that hard to do. So, that is the plan. That is the reason why I have got a whole bunch of EMC, because these things are expensive. So, first thing we're going to need is a crafting bench. So, we need to make, we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 of the Antimatter Relays. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think it is, of these. That is a lot. So, first thing we need to make is this signalum glass. I think we have made that. We have, because something else that we needed it for. Alright, so there's that. Terra steel block we need. Red matter furnace is where all of our EMC comes from, and glowstone. And that should give us our energy collector Mark 1. Let's learn that. We're going to need them. Matter of fact, let us go ahead. There is a quest for that. Let's go ahead and claim that. Alright, so next up is going to be our energy collectors. We're going to turn these into probably the Mark IIs for now, because we're not going to have a whole lot of EMC running into them. So we need a glass, a diamond block, and a bunch of obsidian. So let's get some glass, diamond blocks, I hear you. Obsidian. And I said we needed 4 of these. There we go. And to make the tier 2 ones, we just need 4 dark matter. Well, you know what? Since we're going to be doing this anyways, let's go ahead and turn these into tier 4 or tier 3. Why is we're out of obsidian? Because basically what's going to wind up happening is I'm eventually going to have to make them anyways, and I made all of those and I did not learn them. It's alright, those aren't too expensive. Alright, so way these things are going to work. Here. Alright. Actually, we don't need to do that. We're going to place these like so. And we're going to need these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was a lot. And we could probably actually get 4 more. We just ate through every bit of that. So now these will generate EMC. Doesn't generate them very quickly. We need glowstone for them, because they do not work without I'm hoping that we can just put those right above it like that. This is something I have never done before. So, but if we look in here, this should be filling up with EMC. Not a ton, but it is, they are filling up. So, next up we need a energy condenser. We're going to use a Mark II, and we're going to need 1 piece of red matter. And we can place this down right here, put that in here, and this will slowly generate EMC. And once it gets to the million, it will give us another red matter block, and we'll let this thing sit here and run, and will generate EMC passively. Now there is the tier 2, which generates 4 EMC a tick. This tier 2 generates 12. The tier 3 generates 40. Now the tier 3 actually makes it to where you don't need a light source. So, but we can set up a few of these, but it comes down to needing more EMC. Matter of fact, if we really wanted to, we could now you can stack stuff underneath this, but with these having to have lights, it doesn't work real well for us. So let's do that. Let's get 1 more of those and 1 more of these. And there we go. That should be working just nice. Sped it up just a little bit. Like I said, this is going to take some time to do, to get EMC out of it, but it's passive generation and we don't have anything to worry about. Now we can add to where this is doing different processes and stuff like that. This is just a basic setup. So that is what we are running with for the moment. Alright, we are back. Our next bit of business. As you can see, I have a reinforced drum of essence. And trying to remember, that's liquid XP that we need. Now, we can fix this pretty easily. And it's actually really easy nowadays. We need to make this here, not the OR dictionary converter. There is a fluid dictionary converter. So that's what we need. We need 2 buckets, machine frame, iron gear. Yeah. I think I got this. So 2 pieces of glass, 2 buckets, a iron gear, and some plastic. And that should be where's it at? Right there. Oh, we forgot the machine frame. And there we go. I do not think that is a quest. Let's have a look. See our tech tree. No. We're good there. So we can place this thing down. We'll just place it right there. We want to take that drum, place it there. We need another drum. Place it here. Get a couple of fluid conduits. Let us get flux plug point, not a plug. Don't guess that needs power. So let's put this in here. We want it active on redstone signal because this will change into several different things. So we want this set to insert. So now we've got that. Why? Don't tell me I can't do that. Knowledge bucket, liquid XP bucket. Always active. Essence. No. Oh, that's why I wanted the other one. There's no way to get rid of it. Yeah, there is. Let's get a stone drum. Let us place this down. We got this switched to what we want it to be switched to. Let's extract. Alright, so now we should be good to go. And we're getting liquid XP. This won't take but just a minute to do. And we'll have a empty drum here. This will be full liquid XP and we can turn that quest in. I will have to empty out this little bit too while we are at it. So, but there's no way we can upgrade this. We just have to let it run at the speed that it wants to run. Alright, we are back. I was trying to figure out where we were going to go next, and then it started raining, and I had to wait for the rain to quit. So, but I think we're going to start just knocking out some quests. We've got all kinds of passive stuff going on around here. We've got our passive fluids going. We've got passive EMC generation going. This is not necessarily passive. I got to keep up with it. We got the passive down there. So we're going to start knocking out some quests. Some of this stuff we're going to use. Some of this stuff we are not going to use. So it's kind of going to be one of those episodes. Stuff that I want to get done, show you all, but I hate doing quests and not having you all with me. So our first bit of business is going to be to take care of the barrel stuff. So we need an item barrel. We got to make a bunch of these upgrades. We need some planks, some iron bars, and some chests. Excuse me, not planks, we need slabs. Some iron bars. And some chests. We're going to need a bunch of this stuff. So we're going to make a few of them. A stack of those should work. So, item barrel made. These things are absolutely awesome. These are just like storage drawers. But they've got a few differences. Let's go ahead and turn that quest in. We're going to put this down on the ground. Now, I do not know the number of items that it will hold. There we go. 4,096 is what it'll hold. Awesome. So, next up on our list of quests is to make an iron upgrade. So we need to get some, let's see here. We're going to need iron, diamonds, some gold. Let's go ahead and get all of this stuff. Matter of fact, we should have learned this while we were at it. Did that learn that? It did. Good. Alright. So, iron, gold, some diamonds. I think all we needed was one. So let's make all of these. That's not what we wanted. We want iron tier. We want a gold tier. And we want a diamond tier. Let's learn all this stuff. Let's turn in our big dollar quest here. There we go. Now, we can pull these upgrades out. Let's put that in there. Why will that not go in there? How do we use this thing? Alright, I think I may have this figured out. I think you got to do it in order. So we got to put the stone in there, which takes it down to one stack. Then we can put the iron. Maybe that wasn't it. Maybe the stone one we didn't need. So, next up on our list to make is going to be a barrel hammer. So we need 2 pieces of iron and 2 pieces of wool. Shows how much I know. I have not used. I usually just go for storage drawers when I do this. When I use any kind of mod, but these I've honestly thought about switching. Alright, so there's a barrel hammer. That is actually a quest for us. So let us take will that not will not take it out. That's supposed to take the upgrades out. Let's try the wrench. Well, fine then. Be that way. Oh, what did I just put in there? I don't know what it was. Have no idea. I'll have to go back and see. Alright, so there we go. I was putting the wrong tier on there. That's why it wasn't working. So now it'll hold 262,000 items. And we can do an infinite upgrade with a nether star, which we do not have yet. So, next up on our list of stuff to make is going to be this here barrel painter. So we need one more piece of iron, a couple more wool, and there we go. Now this is actually pretty cool. Let's get a piece of glass. If I know how to make this work. First off, let's complete that quest. So we should be able to, oh, we can just choose. You shift right click and we can choose a block. What do we want it to be? Oh, let's make it that. And right click on that and boom, you can change the color of it. I still ain't figured out what the hammer does just yet. Oh, now there we go. So you can make an entire wall with these, and that's all it is. Matter of fact, let's make a couple more. I don't know. I don't think it's in the same spot. So we should be able to paint it, hammer it, add some slabs to it, and there you go. We don't need that. That is pretty cool. I like that. That's probably killing the frames though. When it breaks, what does it break to? It breaks to an item barrel. So, but there is our barrel stuff more or less taken care of. We've got the packing tape, which is not from barrels. That is from storage drawers, which we need paper and a slime ball. Backing tape will allow you to take storage drawers and move them without losing the stuff that's inside. They do not break like the barrels do. So there is all of that. Let's put some of this money away. Let's put some of this other stuff away. I wish I knew what it was that I threw away earlier. Alright, so we are about out of time. So what I am going to do right quick is go ahead and make up all the storage drawer stuff. We've got to make these 2x2s. Most of this stuff we can actually just do right quick, I guess. Oak drawers, there is that. To make the half ones, we need slabs. That should be enough. There is those. So that should be those quests taken care of, that quest taken care of. Oops. So next up we need to make all the different keys. So we need that. We're going to need a bunch of drawer keys. I went to sleep. So we've made those. So we need a name tag. We need a iVendor. And we also need book and quill, which I have not made yet. Alright, so book and quill, there we go. Let's learn this right quick so we don't forget. So there is the personal key, there is the concealment key, and there's the quantify key, and there is our drawer key. So that is all of those taken care of. Alright, now this we don't have to actually do. The drawer key will lock and unlock drawers, so you can just put one item in those, not one item, but we use that, Al. Basically, if we want this to be, I just pulled a bunch of them out of there. If we want this to be nothing but enzyme, we can use this drawer key and lock it. And no matter if we take all of them out, the only thing that will come in here is enzyme. The personal key allows it to where nobody other than the person that locked it can access it. The concealment key gets rid of the item that's there. That way it does not, sometimes this causes rendering issues. And then the quantify key will put on the drawer how many's in it. So that is the keys in a nutshell. So next up we need to make a compacting drawer, which we need a bunch of stone. We're going to need some pistons. That's probably way more than we're going to need for any of this stuff. Compacting drawer, we need iron. So there is the compacting drawer. The way this thing works, I don't know why I chose lapis to do this, but that's what we're going to do. You can place in an item and it will compact it down in any of its stuff. If we do, guess I should have done gold. If it has a nugget form, it will break it down into all three. So there is your compacting drawer. And next up is the drawer controller, which we need 2 comparators for, and I don't think I have made those yet. No. It should be there's a comparator. There's another comparator. And a diamond. And there is our drawer controller. The way the drawer controller works is you can place it down in anything that's connected to it. it will interact with. So if we've got stone over here, let's put just one, or put half of them in there. We've got 25 in there, and we can right click on this and it will put the rest of them over here. You can pump items in with pipes doing this, and you can also connect your refined storage or your AE system through this controller, and it will read everything that's in these storage drawers. So there is both of those. We need to, why is it not? Why are you not giving me my compacting drawer? We've completed all of these. Well, I do not know what the issue was. I relogged, come back in, still wouldn't do it. Got rid of everything that was in my inventory. Well, not inventory, but I got rid of all of them that I had and made another, or not made another one, got another one out. And it seemed to work. So there are both of those made up. So one last thing we're going to make before we go, because we are running way long here, is the diamond chest transporter. This thing right here, which is just some sticks and a diamond. So there's a diamond. There's that. And there's the diamond chest transporter, which in this pack we really don't have a whole lot of use for. This will allow you to pick items up. Well, it's not going to pick that up. Pick up chest. You can pick up mob spawners with it. Works pretty well. This is done. We need to, always active, we need to get rid of the rest of this. Be that way. This is that. We want to switch this to liquid XP, and this should now be done and now full. Beautiful. Alright, so first off, loot crate. We got 2 builders. Not too bad. We don't have any place to mine here. Actually, we probably do. We probably go to the deep dark. Is the deep dark even in this thing? It is. And it's actually not that hard to get to. So next up, we've got our next one here, liquid XP, reinforced large drum. We've got that. That give us $75. Beautiful. Now we can take this whole setup and put over there with our mob farm and collect all the liquid XP that we want. I'm not necessarily worried about doing that right. Ooh, my hover's off. I'm not necessarily worried about doing that just exactly yet, because I'm going to catch us a few mobs. That's really loud. So, but with that, that is all I've got. I've got to go around here and clean out all our drums. This is full. Those are all full over there. UU matters, UUing. Our honey's getting there. Let's check our EMC that we've got here. We're at 754,000. It's going to take a while with that setup to get it to work. But as we start getting more and more XP, I will be able to add more to that. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.